Melody Buller. I'm an independent consultant with Usborne Books and More, and today I'd like to talk to you about our young adult fiction for junior and high schoolers. Now, first of all, I want to say that one thing I really love about our young adult fiction, especially for the older kids in junior and high school, is that it's compelling enough and engaging enough with excellent story writing that most of the adults I know love them too. I have read each of these books I'm about to share with you and or started reading the series, and I love them. They're a great read when I need a little break. So first of all, I want to talk to you about this series, Conspiracy 365. This is a gripping, thrilling adventure. This boy finds out on December 31st that he's going to need to go into hiding for the next year while he tries to solve this mystery. His dad was digging into something about their family, and his getting into it, trying to figure it out, got him killed. So that's the first page of the book. We find out that this kid is realizing that he was wrong about why his dad died and that he needs to go into hiding. So each book is named after a month of the following year. And so it starts with January and goes straight through December, and you want to read them in order. Now, he's faced with all kinds of crazy adventures. There are explosions. It can be a little tense. So definitely I'd say this is for 12 and up, and not much younger, even if your kid's an advanced reader, just for the maturity level. Nothing too graphic or anything, just, a lot of explosions, and it can be a little intense. Excellent story. I read January, and I'm dying to dig into this one as soon as I have a second because they end on a cliffhanger. So you want to try and get 2 or 3 of them at a time if you can. That's just going to help you save your nails, not chew them off while you're trying to wait till you can read the next one. So that's Conspiracy 365. It is stellar. I absolutely love that series. Another really excellent series is The Last 13. I have books 11 and 12 here. This follows a group of exceptional youngsters as they are traveling the world, trying to save the world, and look for the last 13 of these gifted individuals. Now, most of these kids don't actually know that they're gifted until the other kids find them, and that's pretty awesome. I really love the hope in this book, and I really love, sorry, I really love the action as well, and I'm particularly fond of the fact that this is a very educational book, even as it is fiction, because it takes place all over the world, and they're calling out all these famous landmarks, and so as your kids are reading, that's gonna stick in their minds, and when they're learning geography and history in school, they're going to have a different context for it and latch onto it better and remember that. So I love that even Usborne's fiction is incredibly educational, especially because when you're dealing with books that talk about gifting and talk about how you can make a difference in the world, that also has an impact, and people get inspired and they feel more confident in the things that they can do, and so I think that's awesome too. Now, this series is numbered, not titled, and it goes from 13 to 1, and you want to start with book 13 because it counts down. They're looking for the last 13 of these kids, and they start at book 13. So that's the last 13, and you will love it, I promise. Okay, there's one more series I don't have in my hands right now that I really want to talk to you about. We have a lot of great series, but these are the ones that I've read and I know are amazing. The Impossible Quest is great for any of your kids who are into Tolkien or Harry Potter, anything along those lines. It is set in kind of that mythic world. There's a kingdom under siege, and these 4 kids from different walks of life are kind of thrown together, and they're the only ones who are able to escape the city and bring help. So they're on this quest to bring help, and a woman in the village gave each of them a special gift that's going to help them accomplish their quest, but also helps them find out something about who they are. And so I love these books. First of all, the writing is great. The storyline is very compelling. But second of all, these kids who come from different walks of life, they have a lot of preconceived notions about each other. And so in this book, in this series, they're becoming friends, and they're learning about the ways that they've judged each other, and they're learning how to cooperate and work together as a team. And I think that is a really stellar message that we can't get enough of today. So big fan of The Impossible Quest. That's another one I think your kids will really love. The last book I'm going to mention is not a series. It's a single novel, the book Butterflies, and this is definitely high school and up. The main character, Catherine, is a senior in high school, and as a very young child, she suffered a traumatic accident and is a burn victim. And she's got scars all over, and she's dealing with the physical appearance of the scars, but also kind of the emotional scars that they cover up. And she's pursuing different procedures that can help her look more normal as far as she's concerned. But more than that, she's learning how to relate to the people in her life, her mom and her sister and her friends, and learning how to not be as guarded in some ways and be more guarded in others, and learn all those fine details. It's a great coming of age story, and I really enjoyed it. It is a tearjerker. I definitely cried. And it's a kind of a flow of thought book. It's told in a first-person context for the most part. And so, I mean, there are passages that are narrative, and then there are long passages that are her flow of thought as she's having memories and flashbacks. So, because that's one of the reasons I recommend it for high school specifically, because a younger reader might have a challenging time with the flow of thought. It's excellently done. Takes place in Australia, and I really loved this book. So Butterflies, check it out. I hope you enjoyed those, and we'll see you again soon.